YouTube, it's Gene. I'm back. We're still on this road headed up to the northern part of the Teton National Park. And the snow's picked back up a little bit. And it's early in the morning. About 30 degrees out. Recording this, well, for two things. One, I'm hoping we see some wildlife. I just see some lights show up in my mirror, so I'm going to pull over the next turnout up here. And also hoping we have another bridge crossing up here. You can see the ice, how the bridge is ice over here. Be really, really careful. Yeah, there's a vehicle coming from behind. Just a little pull out here. Yeah, I'll just pull over here and let this vehicle pass. Stand by here for a minute. Turn off my brights so I don't. Boy, they're moving. It's lightened up just a little bit. See the snow there in front of the headlights. My brights, there we go. There is a little snow you can see coming at us. There's a lake there. Turned around here. This would be a good place to, because we're not too far from where I want to go. There's the lake, the snow. We pull over right here. Let it get a little lighter out. Barely see the reflection on the lake down there. All right, let me get a little coffee and get some of my gear together to photograph the eagles. I've got most of it together, but let me get a few final things put together and I'll come back to you. All right, you guys, it's Gene. We're off the main road now. This is handheld. And we're going back to the river. And we'll see back here. It's starting to snow again, just as I'm, just in the last 10 minutes. Give you a look there off to the west. I believe that's west. Back off to the southeast. We're gonna go back here. It's just a couple minutes. Bumpy through here, folks. As far as I know, this is the first snow of this winter here. And so we're here, as the season is changing. And I've been here for about a week, and I was hoping to see some snow, and sure enough, it started to snow. Now, how this translates into photographing eagles, I don't know. I am certainly no expert. Far from it. I'd be lucky just, you know, I got a few shots a number of days ago, but my focus wasn't real sharp on them, so I'm going to work on that this morning if I can. Honestly, I've never tried to photograph eagles with, you know, light snow falling like this, so this is going to be a learning experience. But isn't this cool back here, you guys? There's a river up here in front of us. Grand Teton National Park. It's just gorgeous. I mean, wildlife photos, landscape photos. It's just the natural beauty, just, you know, it's just good to be here. I feel very fortunate, and I am fortunate to be here. And maybe at some point I'll tell the story about a person I met here a number of days ago. He is a professional photographer. There's some people over here. Not sure what they're doing. But I'm going to the river. I don't know where they're going. But let me get parked here and head out to the river, okay? Get turned around here. Shut this off and walk over to the river. Okay, you guys. Alright, you guys. I'm sitting here on the river, and it's snowing. This is the Snake River in the Grand Tetons, and I'll flip the camera around here in a second, but I'm sitting right on the river, edge of the river, and I am looking for any type of wildlife that I can see, but in particular I'm here for the eagles. So let me flip the camera around, give you a look at the scene. Now, a couple of days ago when I was here, there were several eagles transiting this river, and they would land up on the highest trees along this edge. And up here, there were, at one point, there were 2 or 3 up here for a couple of minutes. There was another eagle that flew south, but he was not an American eagle, I don't believe. He did not have white tips on his wings, and he just was solid brown. And I'll have to go back and review my photos. I don't know if I got the front side of him or just the back side of him, but they're up and down this river fishing. So I want to be quiet with my voice, and I'm just sitting here on the bank. This is my camera right here, and this is the Z400 4.5. Let me get my hand warmers back in, and I'm just sitting here on my beanbag pad. But I'm just going to sit here and wait. and just look up and down the river. See if one of these birds comes through. All right. Be back in a bit. Hey YouTube, it's Jane. Well, I'm still sitting here on the edge of the Snake River watching for eagles or anything else I can photograph. Let me flip the camera around so you can see the scene. Let me take a picture of this real quick. So, I've been here about 45 minutes. No eagles yet. There's a duck. I think he was a mallard. He came in and landed up there off the front of that peninsula there, that fork. But let me see if this is going to be some close-up shots, but let me show you my setup here. Nikon camera, Nikon 400 Z lens. Just basic. I'm wearing jacket and a rain jacket over it. Warm clothes, thermals, hand warmers. These things are awesome. But what happens is I've got my camera, the settings, the shutter speed, and everything set to what I think I want, and I'm ready to fire. You know, I'm ready to shoot as soon as I see the birds coming up and down the river. And what I do is just sit here and I look back and forth, north and south, because they're usually just silent. Pretty incredible. Sometimes they'll make noises. The eagles can really make some noise, but a lot of times they'll just fly silent, looking down for fish in the river or whatever else they can spot to eat. So I'm just looking back and forth, up and down, and we'll sit here for a while and see if one of them comes through, or even better, if one would come through and land here. Start fishing. One more look. Just beautiful. Grand Tetons. First snow of the season, fall, October 23rd, 2022. I'll be quiet and let you just enjoy this for a minute.
Okay, folks. I'll get back to you later. All right, you guys, we're back in the vehicle. No eagles this morning along the river. Just sometimes it's like that. It was beautiful to sit down there. I would have loved to have seen some and photograph them, but it just wasn't meant to be this morning. Anyways, we're back here in the vehicle, in the Sprinter, and I'm gonna kind of head down toward the southern end of the park now, go down to the visitor center where I have internet cell access, check a few things on the weather map, and got a couple of options in mind of where I want to go, but I just want to regroup and decide which option I want to do. All right, let me turn this we're looking at here. I parked here early this morning, and I believe that Signal Mountain there, and the river's right there at the base. All right, so get back on the road here. I'll no reason why I can't record and let you all kind of see what the conditions are here on this gravel road and on the way out of here. Yeah, it's just kind of it's drizzly. It was snowing earlier there along the water. Now it's just kind of it stopped snowing. It stopped. It's sprinkling a little on and off, but right now it's not sprinkling. A little bit of snow dusted on the ground here. A little bit of ice on the windshield. Not much at all. Really, not much at all. Hand holding this like usual. Little patch of snow there. There you can see part of the Tetons. They're pretty cloudy there, but I don't know if the camera will pick that up. On back around. So yeah, we're just leaving this area. I got here early this morning, Sunday morning, and it's pretty winter conditions. The start of the winter season here, and gave it a shot. Sat there on the river quite some time. Didn't see any eagles. There's another view. So yeah, like I say, we're in the Sprinter, not in the 4Runner. We've been in this vehicle. This is what we took, we've done this trip in. Been up here for about a week. And thinking this is probably toward the wrapping up this first part of the trip. Been up here for a week, and I could do one more day, but it's been so good. Want to end it, and I'll probably regroup and head on to the next part of my trip.